Well, we're back again, beating up Pokemon and getting beaten up by Pokemon. Why are we continuing this one? A couple people asked for it, and Mitch is sick, so we had to do something tonight that wasn't a real video. So you're getting more Pokemon violence. Kyle didn't even watch the first one.
Nope.
That he wasn't here
what the heck
for.
we're doing.
So we're not going to explain any of it to you.
We gave him a little bit of a rundown on the more confusing ones. But that's all he gets.
Yeah.
I would decimate Beautifly.
Oh, you know what? You should know. Houndoom has poison fire. Did you know that?
What? Really?
Yeah. Houndoom's fire is poisonous.
That's
that
why
bumped
he's
him up pretty
kill us.
significantly. Anyways, that's the only that's the last we'll talk about it. I really needed to tell you that, and I forgot earlier.
I had no idea. That makes Houndoom cooler.
Crazy.
That makes Houndoom a lot cooler, actually.
Yeah.
So anyone who didn't watch the first one of these, I recommend you go do that because we like views. But here's basically how this works: is we have a random Pokemon generator that we found, and it's gonna spit us out Pokemon, and then we just have to say where we'd rank it if we were fighting it, bare-fisted, the three of us against it on a playground, unprepared.
No prep time.
No prep time, no weapons.
No prep time? Okay.
It's just you show up on the playground and you see your opponent what happens.
Are we talking like standard grade playground with like standard grade activities on it?
It's essentially, think of like just asphalt with a basketball hoop in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we said playground, but
I was gonna say, I was like, there's a lot of environment to consider if we're doing a playground.
later in the episode, I nixed the like playground in my head, and I was just like, yeah, we're in a football field.
A football field? Who the fuck plays football on asphalt?
Just say we're in the arena from Dragon Ball. Like, there's nothing. It's just an empty, like, we're hand-to-hand combat. We're just going in.
We repeatedly talked about the blacktop tarmac, and you went, we're in a football field. That's what my headcanon is.
It was mostly us looking up at Megalatios just ripping our skin off at the speed of sound.
That's fair. Want to do 20 of these again? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna keep track this time, so hopefully we don't fuck up the math again.
Yes.
But all right.
I'm so sorry. I thought I fucked it up earlier than I did too. I made it until 18, and then I counted 18 and 19 twice.
You goop.
Hey.
It happens. What's our first Pokemon?
Our first Pokemon is Omastar.
That's an interesting one.
It is.
Yeah.
This thing gives me bad vibes, and I don't think we could take it.
Yeah, I don't know if we beat
I don't
this.
know. I will say, wouldn't attempt to eat it.
No.
That's,
actually,
odd.
okay.
It's definitely not food.
No prep time.
Wait.
Fair. Cooked?
Yeah, like, I feel
do
like
love shellfish.
if you were gonna say one's consumable, it would be Omastar.
No.
Consumable, but not raw.
He's ugly and sharp, and I don't want that in my mouth.
Not all of him is ugly and sharp.
I'm pretty sure all of him is ugly and sharp.
Let's not
Even the squiggly bits come to a point.
Let's not try to convince Tyler to eat more of them.
I'm just saying, I love calamari. So
I do too.
That's great, but again, we wouldn't cook him. This would be going in raw, and I don't want to eat.
Yeah, if it's raw, then I still have, but like no.
Yeah, I don't pack like a campfire kit in my back pocket. I wouldn't be able to cook him with my hands. So.
This monster style, just like put him over this spigot, just cook him up.
We don't have Mitch here to research the.
I guess Kyle's gonna have to do that.
Yeah,
I can't because my keyboard's too loud.
Just to get a little bit more background to it,
but who cares?
Just to figure out if we think this thing will be like a double KO or if we're gonna get our asses kicked, because I don't think we're winning.
What all did Mitch like look up for it? Just like
mostly just Pokedex entries.
Okay.
Like just a quick skim of the Pokedex entries to see if there's anything outstanding, like Houndoom's Poison Flame or Beautifly competing with Combee.
All right. I found it.
I would say I don't think this thing would kill us. Even if we lose the fight, I don't think we die. It's very small.
Is it?
And also, it's a water guy, and it's on land. He'd probably be pretty slow, slopping around. We could probably kick him around a bit.
I don't know if it's as small as you think it is. I'm curious to see.
3 feet 3 inches tall.
Yeah, we could fuck that thing up.
It's not as small as you think.
He's like half of me.
Yeah.
You know, like
and there's 3 of us.
Those are pretty big spikes on its shell for being half of you.
And he's 77 pounds.
77 pounds?
Yeah.
Literally, all we would have to do, one of us sacrifices ourselves. It can be me. Jump on top of the shell, get impaled and die, but we can hold onto the shell long enough for the other 2 to pull him out of the shell, and then you beat his soft body.
So here's something interesting about the Pokedex that actually gives me the edge over this thing.
Okay.
I think OFs in general. A prehistoric Pokemon that died out when its heavy shell made it impossible to catch prey. And then immediately after, there's another one that says its shell was too big for it to move freely, so it became extinct. So this thing doesn't have movement. Like, this thing can't move.
I think we would beat it.
However, I'd say we can probably knock this out. Because in reality, it's spiky. It has, it has years upon years of ancient knowledge. That I feel like it could. It's a prehistoric Pokemon.
Right, but if how does that work? It's like a fossil and you bring it back to life. Does it retain the memories it had from like 1,000 years ago? Or is it like just brand new, freshly born?
No. I feel like, to me, it'll keep the, the ancient fighting styles, like it's gonna know how to survive. Cause like it was fight or flight, in those times, and then we brought it back to life, and now it's like it's still ready for that fight or flight. So because of its poor movement, I think we beat it, but because it the thing is an enigma, I think we should just put it in.
I agree with we can probably knock this thing out after the movement issue.
It's gotta be below Larvesta. Because Larvesta can light us on fire. And this thing
I'm more nervous about
is
Larvesta
that what it
and the
is with
size of
Larvesta?
Larvesta is also significantly larger than you think.
Larvesta is like the size of a person.
Yeah, that's terrifying. And I think there was like an anime adaptation of it that I saw once where I went, oh, that's bigger than I was aware.
Yeah.
So I get that. I guess, yeah. You're like fighting a buffalo bug, basically.
I think it is more dangerous than Miltank, though.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Only because that's a cow.
Can't eat it.
I know what a cow does. I don't know what a prehistoric creature can do, and thus the enigma wins.
I can't milk an Omastar.
Yeah, we can't give a simultaneous, a quadruple titty twister to an Omanyte. We can't do that.
But we can try. We don't know how many nipples that thing has under that shell. But anyway, we
Pokemon
should move on to
number
our second one.
Wattrel.
That's a bird.
It is a bird, but there's no...
Okay.
There's no prep to this, and that is a very, very fast bird.
Now, here we go. Height, he's a foot tall.
He's a little guy.
I was going to say off the bat, we
pounds.
at least wouldn't die.
No, there's no shot this thing kills us.
It's pretty small, though. If I find a nice rock on the playground, we could probably... And that'd be super effective damage against it, too.
Pokedex entry reads, when its wings catch the wind, the bones within produce electricity. This Pokemon dives into the ocean, catching prey by electrocuting them. So that's interesting that the bones create electricity. Because, like, what if we win, but then the bones, as we're, like, killing it...
No, that's okay.
...electrocute us.
As long as we win we determined that as long as we win the fight, we're okay.
So even like post-fight, if it gets us with its electric
I mean,
bones.
look at Dragalge. Like Tyler would probably eat parts of it. We would probably get poisoned, eaten. All right, listen. We'd still beat it, but we wouldn't survive later.
I think we would beat this thing at highest. I would say double KO if it happened to electrocute us. And outmaneuver us a bit, but I don't see this being a fight outside of that.
Yeah, like how much electricity can a little bird really generate? Because like even if its bones produce electricity, like bird bones are like itty bitty frail things, like really hollow. How much? Yeah, exactly. Like they're like fucking twigs. So like, realistically, even if it electrocutes us, I don't think it would be like a lethal electrocution. I mean, granted, it does say it electrocutes its prey in the water to kill it.
Yeah, but like its prey are probably like tuna. And we're like
bigger than a fish.
Big,
its prey
strong,
are definitely
strapping white boys, and we can probably handle a little bit of it.
Its prey are 100% Bruxish.
Yeah, I was gonna say you meant to say Bruxish, but it's okay.
Sure.
Tuna, I've never found a tuna in a Pokemon game.
That's because the Wattrel have eaten them all.
You're right. I think this goes actually weirdly in between Ammonite and Miltank, maybe, and we can knock this thing out.
I'll allow it. That sounds good to me.
We won't leave unscathed.
No. I don't know. That's a big cow.
It is a big cow.
I think we put it under Melmetal. I think we put it at the bottom of probably, because I'm pretty confident that we would beat it.
Now, under Meltan. Okay,
yeah, Meltan
you scared me.
Sorry, whatever the fuck.
Meltan. Yeah. So sell me on Meltan. Why'd you put it there?
Because I wasn't allowed to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
You were right next to it, Nico. Down. Right.
Oh.
Up. So wait. You only put it there because you can't eat it?
Because I would try to eat it, but they said that I wouldn't be able to kill it by eating it.
It's small enough that, like,
you're just gonna have to watch the first episode, Kyle. We can't retread the entire first episode for you.
I just wanted to argue it because I don't know, Meltan, like, what can even Meltan do? You know?
He's electric boogie woogie.
He's made of mercury, so like mercury poison's a pretty big thing.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, whatever. I trust you guys. Put it wherever you want.
Yeah. Are we putting Wattrel above or below? I forgot.
Below.
It's an itty bitty bird.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right. What in God's name? Pokemon 3. Gogoat.
Go.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say friendship.
Yeah.
You can ride him.
We can actually. Canonically, that might be fair.
And
maybe
if
friendship too is rideable.
There's a little more to Koraidon being friendship than you can just ride him. But I think that, like, by proxy, he's not fueled by sandwiches, but he looks like lettuce, and you get that on sandwiches sometimes. And he's kind of the color of bread. I think we could spin it. I think I could befriend him.
I think all it would really take to tame it is, like, it's a ram, right? Like,
it's a goat.
It's
in the name. It's a goat.
I've had a bottle of sangria. It's a goat.
According to the Pokedex, it's very empathetic and can like sense like the emotions of trainers. Yeah, so that's if we go into the fight that like willing to tame it, then I think we'd be okay. But if the fight began and we were like, this is a fight, it's gonna kill us.
Well, the thing is, I would show up to the playground, I would look over to see my opponent, I would see its Gogoat, and my immediate thought would be, oh, a friend. So it would catch on to that. It would see my spirit boner for its friendship.
We could also consider that if it
radiating outward.
Like, one of the first things it did would probably be to try to charge us. And I imagine, like, all we would have to do at that point is sidestep, jump on its back, and ride it out.
No.
I have exactly what you need. I have exactly the cure. And it's because of this. It can sense the feelings of others by touching them with its horn. You have to, How to Train Your Dragon, this bitch. You have to just like eyes shut, like,
yeah.
Come up to it to touch the horn, like fucking, like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, and tame it.
I was gonna say that, like, when it tries to ram into us, I just stand there with my arms open and just wait for it, and it'll break all of my ribs, but I'll hit it with a warm embrace, and then we'll be friends.
For that reason, it is above Koraidon. It is more dangerous to us than Koraidon.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because
also,
Koraidon is our namesake.
For just the sake of it, 5'7", 200 pounds. So if we don't win its friendship, we die. Like just like a caveat, that thing is we wouldn't survive. It is in either of the ends of this tier.
I don't know.
whether or
Yeah,
not
I don't
we
know if you
survive.
could take the charge, Tyler.
Yeah, I think you die.
no,
You either
like I
die
said,
or
it
you
would
die in
befriend
the
it.
It
process.
would break
and
my
we-
bones, but I
Yeah.
would tame it.
I
Again.
think your broken ribs would pierce your lungs.
I'd
but
eat his lettuce scarf and be healed.
aside from that,
Yes, that's
Pokemon number
Sapsipper.
4, generate. Oinkologne.
I'd kill it.
Wow,
I wouldn't
not
eat
even
it
eating
because
a
I
pig?
assume it's full of perfume, and that would be gross.
Okay, so this is a heavy Pokemon. First
Yeah.
of all,
Mhm.
3'3", 264 pounds.
Who cares?
That's
Large.
A punch to the
Dense
head is a
Pokemon.
punch to the head. I will fucking kill this thing. It will charge me, and I will spike it into the ground.
Yeah, I think all it will really take is like run really good punch to its schnoz
Yeah.
to stun it real hard, and then we wallop that thing. What did you read?
This Pokemon sends a flower-like scent wafting about. Well-developed muscles in its legs allow it to leap more than 16 feet with no trouble at all. Guys, I think we
16.
die.
No. We don't
It's gonna
die.
leap in the air and land on us with
Yeah,
264 pounds of pig.
It leaps
once
into
it
the
leaps, it takes time to come back down after 16 feet of airtime.
I mean,
air.
what is gravity but the way of death? You know, like I don't.
Oh, you're right.
But when it's
like,
up
it's just-
in the air, its nethers would be exposed, and we could just punch it in the cock, and then it would
Tyler's standing there
be in
like,
pain.
Specifically,
Yeah.
that is specifically the entry I read was the female entry.
Oh, I see.
The male entry is Oinkologne is proud of its fine glossy skin.
And
It emits a
we did-
concentrated scent from the tip of its tail.
we did specifically get the female sprite as well.
Okay, all right. That's
Oh,
something
is
to
the
think
male
about.
one the other one?
Yes.
I thought that was
Yeah.
the male. Okay, well then I wouldn't punch it in the cock, but like we'd figure out a way.
I think we lose.
I would say we wouldn't absolutely destroy it if it's able to jump
No.
16 feet and weighs a
No,
lot.
it would hurt.
Yeah.
It would take time to
Really?
take it down for how thick it is. It might.
It's heavy, guys. That's a heavy pig that can jump
But
with
there's-
little to
It's a heavy
to
pig
no-
that smells kind of okay.
But there's 3 of us. Our
Yeah.
combined weight outclasses it. Mostly your guys' combined weight, and I'm also there.
Hey,
How much have you guys considered its move set in this?
we haven't.
It,
It's a Pokemon.
who
It's an
teaches
animal.
moves to their Oinkologne?
Yeah. It's an animal. It's wild. It doesn't have a chance to learn and be
Okay.
cultivated. It's just raw dogging it with us.
I'll meet you in the middle and say double KO because I'm pretty adamant on we would probably get our butts kicked
Okay.
by this thing.
I think Poipole is significantly more dangerous than this
Yeah.
thing, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
putting
yeah,
it
yeah,
under
yeah.
Poipole.
I think.
In fact, I'm kind of shocked Poipole is below Beautifly, but we're not retreading, so I'll leave that
I think
there.
now's a good time to mention that I walk around with a collapsible javelin in my back pocket at all times.
Oh.
So when that thing jumps, I could impale it completely.
You're right. My bad. Pokemon number 5, Magcargo.
Oh, I think we die.
We
I
don't
think
live.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I'll look
Its
this one
body
up.
is fire.
It's-
It doesn't
it's
have to
lava.
move.
Yeah.
We can't do anything,
We
actually.
wouldn't be able to damage
like-
it. We would just have to
No.
accept our fate. And it'd be like a really
Yeah.
slow and painful death, too.
We
That
could
would
kick
not be
dirt
fun.
in its eye, and that's all we could do.
Now,
we
interesting-
could do nothing else.
Yeah, we're dead.
It's only 2 feet tall, and it is slow, and it weighs 121 pounds. So, like,
How
we
much
can
dirt
outrun
could
it.
we kick in its eye? Like that's really all we can do, because we have to win the fight. We have to knock it out to win the fight.
Actually, I think there's a way we could stall it out. Because if it is made of, like, magma and fire and whatever, then the temperature of its body will melt the surface of the asphalt. So if we're able to run around for a while, it would eventually, like, dig itself so far into the ground that it wouldn't be able to attack us either. And then we could just piss on it from above and put him out.
Now, here's the thing. Magcargo's body temperature is approximately 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Water is vaporized on contact. If this Pokemon is caught in the rain, the raindrops instantly turn into steam, cloaking the area to thick fog. So arguably, raining or pissing on it would create a more difficult environment to have combat.
No,
I
raining
will
on it
also
would make
say
it more difficult. Our piss would melt it. It did not say piss.
I agree
So it's just a different property.
that theoretically it would melt the asphalt under it. However, consider that in like at least the shows, it is more than capable of just hanging around. Like
The
people
shows are
can just
completely
use this
fictional,
thing.
though. That's not a basis for anything.
My fucking bad.
And this
You're
is
right.
not fictional. This is true and real.
And I have like a really unhealthy diet. I'm fairly certain that my piss would not evaporate immediately. I think I could penetrate.
I'm
his
gonna
body.
say I still think it would be either bottom of we wouldn't survive or like top of we would get our butts kicked.
I think we wouldn't survive, but I'm going to pitch it at the bottom specifically because of how slow it is. Like
I say we put it above the tea because I could still eat the tea.
I knew you were gonna say that. No, you can't
it's
eat
like
the
a-
tea.
I
It's
can't.
like
Tea is a
ghostly
ghost.
teapot.
The
Like, you
tea
can't-
will pass through you.
It won't pass
You
through me.
cannot
It'll
eat the
just
tea.
kill me.
You cannot eat the tea.
Yeah, so you can't eat it.
You
So we're
cannot
leaving
eat
it
the
No, I
tea.
alone.
would
We are
eat it. I
moving
would
on to
just
Pokemon
die.
number 6. Magcargo
No,
is
but then it just floats away through you. Like there's not even like there's not
But
an
that's
eating.
not my
If it
problem
just-
anymore at that point. That's your
Yes,
problem.
it is
number
because
6.
it's then still fighting
we
you.
are fighting Persian.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know that we win.
We don't
Would
win.
we survive against a big cat?
We definitely don't win.
How big is that cat?
Let's
Probably
find
big.
out because I searched Persian alone and that didn't give me the results I was
I bet
expecting.
it didn't.
I have to imagine it's like the size of a Bengal tiger.
Yeah.
All right, so this thing, okay. So this is 3'3".
Oh, that's
so
way
about half.
smaller
Okay.
than I thought.
A
Yeah,
relatively
I
small
expect
big
larger.
cat.
Okay.
And it's 70 pounds, 70 and a half pounds. So
I feel a lot more confident
That's
about this
not
actually.
huge.
Okay, well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
I don't know if we should get that excited. Hang on, I'm gonna skim through the entries.
I mean,
'cause there's
at
a
the
lot
end
for
of the
this thing, 'cause
day-
it's old.
It's a big cat.
Yeah.
Like, there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
I'm relatively confident in my ability. Like, if a dog attacked me down the street, like even if it's a big dog, I'm relatively confident that I could hold my own for a minute.
I think we would be able to kill it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What information does Kyle have for us?
Yes. Well, so I thought I was reading Persian, and this is a Lowland Persian, and I thought it was so funny because it
okay.
just straight up reads for a Lowland Persian. This Pokemon is one tough opponent. Not only does it have formidable physical abilities, but it's also not above fighting dirty. And I was like, we're gonna lose, but then I realized that's not what we're fighting.
I'm not above fighting dirty either. I'm gonna punch that Persian in the cock.
It has a vicious temperament. Beware if it raises its tail straight up. This is a signal that it is about to pounce and bite. Now that means it signals its attack, so we
It
have the
does.
advantage.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I think just gut with how small it is, double KO.
No, end this loser. We would fucking annihilate it.
Yeah,
That's-
here's why I can see we can probably knock this thing out because everything I'm seeing here means it's like overly confident. Like it's very full of itself. And I think because we're the humbler people that we're going to come out on top.
We'd have a better strategy.
I was just thinking
Yeah.
purely from a size standpoint. If it's only 3 feet and 70 pounds, and there's 3
It's
of
a
us,
but like it's a long cat. You know, like if it
Yeah.
like stood up on its hind legs, it's gonna have height on.
I mean,
it,
that's
you
yeah,
three
but
know?
if it
feet
stands up on
with-
its hind
with,
legs,
like-
we punch it in the penis. It has so many openings, dude.
I don't.
That's
Tyler,
3
you're not
feet.
That fast.
That is a
I
3-foot
don't
cat with 3-foot cat claws. Like
And
it sinks it into us. That's really bad lasting damage.
yeah,
like,
but we
I'm
win
gonna-
the fight. It doesn't matter if, like, as long as we get to the doctor afterwards before we get infected, we'll be fine.
I
I'm
think you
gonna-
misunderstand how deep that a big cat like that could cut.
It'll be fine.
I'm gonna
You gotta have some
side with
confidence in
Tyler.
yourself.
I'm gonna
Brother,
side
this
with
isn't
Tyler
Orb.
slightly.
Yeah, he's
I'm
like
gonna-
slightly
All
bigger
right,
than
all right.
Orb.
I'm gonna side with
Slightly.
Tyler
And
slightly.
probably
Alright,
less
alright.
violent than Orb, if we're
And-
being honest. I think I've trained enough dealing with an aggressive cat that I could take this
All
thing.
right, fine. top of end this loser?
No. Top of we can probably knock this thing out.
I don't think it goes above Larvesta.
But you were ready to put in double KO above Larvesta?
No, you're right.
Put it under Miltank. Or above
Why
Miltank.
under Yeah, I was going to say, realistically, I'd say
again,
Mewtwo over
anything
Omastar.
Under Miltank and below, I would eat. I couldn't eat a Persian.
Miltank and below you would eat.
I would say above Omastar, again, because Omastar is slow. This thing is fast and agile, and I'm scared of that.
I'm more nervous about this thing than Omastar.
I lean away from double KO only because it's overly confident, and again, we are incredibly humble, and so I think we'll be able to have the upper hand of being aware of the situation, not getting ahead of ourselves.
Nothing more humble than saying, we are more humble than this thing, we would win.
We are incredibly humble.
Thank you. Thank you for
incredibly humble.
The joke's even funnier when you explain it.
I know. What's the next one?
Pokemon.
Great question. What was that? Was that number 6?
That was 6.
All right. Number 7, baby. Cottonee.
Oh.
I have allergies. I might not survive this one.
How big is it? Because my gut reaction is just hit it with a real hit real fast, and it's done.
It's 1 foot tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's 1.3 pounds.
That's it. No, it's dead.
But how fast is it?
Now, when attacked, it escapes by shooting cotton from its body. The cotton serves as a decoy to distract the attacker. So
I'm not that dumb.
No. It's a tactician, is how we're thinking about this. It's a tactician. Okay. It is ready for war.
Okay. So that's why we came to the playground.
Regardless, I wouldn't try to eat it because I don't want to eat cotton. That's gross.
No, that's bad.
No.
My nose is too large, and my allergies are too easily triggered. I don't think that I'd be able to get near this thing without losing the ability to see. So you guys would probably have to fight this thing without me, or use me as some sort of martyr.
But it's literally just made of cotton. I don't know that it would be making your allergies act up.
You underestimate how weak my body composition is.
Same here, actually. Now, here's my only pitch.
Take a Zyrtec, my guy.
Why not? This is the wild. There's no prep for this. We can't take a Zyrtec.
You're not walking out the door in the summer taking a Zyrtec for your allergies?
Not in this scenario.
If I go to the playground, I'm not expecting to be in a situation where allergies crop up. It's asphalt. I'm like, grass doesn't exist here.
Apparently, I just over-prepare, because whenever it's the season for allergies, I don't fuck with it. I just take an allergy pill every single day.
I don't care what you do in the real life, Nico. We're not prepared here. So I don't look at this. I walk onto the asphalt. I see a Cottonee. I go, my emergency Zyrtec. I'm ready.
I'm not saying that I took it at the time. I'm saying we left the house that day, wound up at the playground, and I took a Zyrtec before I left my house.
I really thought you were about to say, I brought it with me, and I took it right then.
Even without the allergies, how do we kill this thing if it's just made of cotton?
Look at me in the eyes. That's it.
What if we don't?
It's too fast.
Why not friendship tier? Why are we not talking about this?
I don't want to be a friend with it.
No, I don't like it.
This thing's
I don't like the look of this.
Really? I love Cottonee.
I don't
really want to fight Cottonee.
No.
Really?
Why would I want to be friends with something that I'm allergic to? Don't bring up the fact that I'm allergic to cats and own a cat.
This is why.
How do I
Pillows and beds stuffed with cotton exhaled by Cottonee are soft and puffy, light and airy, altogether top quality. So, this fucker's making us a bed instead of fighting us?
No, that thing is definitely going to try to kill.
I don't think so.
It's going to lace all of that bedding with as many spores of pollen as possible to try to kill Tyler in his sleep.
There's literally a Pokedex entry that reads, they go wherever the wind takes them. On rainy days, their bodies are heavier, so they take shelter beneath big trees. Like, it is pushed about as fate decides.
All we gotta do.
It's not going to choose to fight us. If it gets blown in our direction and we kill it, that's just evil. You know, it doesn't choose to fight. It just gets blown in our direction, and we can choose to harness its power for good and sleepy greatness with its cotton. And I think we choose friendship.
No,
I wouldn't
choose friendship. I would choose violence.
We ignored Tyler's friendship plea for Pansage. So that's out of the question.
If it's not unanimous friendship, it can't be friendship.
Yes.
That's the
No,
one stipulation.
not.
And I would not let this
Did you
thing
just create the
live.
stipulation?
I also wouldn't live. I think we put this in double KO.
What? What?
What if I accidentally like get too close, accidentally inhale it, and then choke and die?
All right, you might be dying. Brother, I'm standing there and either I clap it and it puffs away, or I go and generate enough wind that it just blows away and we win by default.
Yeah,
There's no ring outs. It would come back with a vengeance.
This is
It wouldn't.
no,
It goes where the wind
wouldn't.
takes it.
And so it would just go away.
It showed up there by happenstance in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm pitching friendship. But if we're not taking friendship, it's got to be just the next tier above. It's just got to be the next step up. It's got to be.
Consume.
Well,
And
not
this
consume.
loser,
We
he's
would
not
absolutely
being
end this
consumed.
loser. And I am so sad.
For the lethality to Tyler, it does go above Ducklet.
Ducks are pretty lethal. I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
Ducklet,
not that one.
Ducklet would just be fun to kill as well as easy to kill.
Wait. That's not what I thought you were going to say.
When I think about the methodology of how these fights would go, picking up a Ducklet by the neck and swinging him about like a towel, it could be fun. I don't know.
It would be a lot
Ducklets.
harder to get rid of that Cottonee than it would to murder that duck.
Ducklet stands rise up in the comments.
It would take
I
longer
won't
to
take
catch the
this.
Cottonee
And
than it would to
stands
kill
on
the
side.
Ducklet.
That's fair. I
So
guess I'll take
what
that
are we
argument.
at? Was that 7? We're
That
on
was
8
7.
now?
We are on 8.
Oh, wow.
Cool. I'm nervous now. Like, I don't want to lose track.
I'm keeping track, but I'll
know,
still
thank
probably
you.
fuck it up.
All right, number 8, baby. Swadloon.
Swadloon. I gotta learn. I gotta learn.
I've never fully considered this thing. It's a bug grass type, if I'm not mistaken.
How big is it?
Yes.
Because if it's small, I'd say we just step on it and move on.
1
can't
foot
be
8.
more than-
So not small enough
Yeah.
to step on.
Okay.
Because it's wide. I've seen it in the anime. It's a lumpy fellow, and it's 16 pounds. So like it's not heavy, but
Okay.
like you know,
Well, if we can't
okay,
step on it, what if we stack atop ourselves like a little Jenga tower, and then the top person does like a huge elbow drop? You think that would do it? You think that would pop it?
maybe.
I mean, I think we beat this thing one way or the other.
Yeah, everything about this is like it's like defenseless. As I
Oh my
read
I guess
God,
we
about it.
kill
really?
it then, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
just-
cool. All right.
It literally exists to for you to give friendship to, and also for it to like revitalize wild like forests by like eating things, so that way it like helps heal things. I don't know.
Wow, that's a shame we're gonna kill this thing on a playground.
Yeah, we're gonna kill it on
Yeah.
the playground.
What generation is this thing?
It was black and white, I
5?
believe.
Yeah,
Was it?
I believe it's 5. Yeah,
Because I don't
we-
recognize it, so it's
there it
probably
is,
from
yep.
black and white.
Yep.
The
Yep,
only
you're right.
thing I'll punt on this thing is that it does learn flail. And so right as we're about to kill it, it could just fucking decimate us.
That doesn't mean shit to me. It's
I
defenseless.
also know flail, and I'm faster.
Yeah. All three
well-
of us know flail.
Its defense and special defense are very high.
Now, the only question is it harder or easier to kill than Ducklet?
Harder.
Cottonee, actually.
And I
Because
tell
again,
you
it
what,
wouldn't be as
you know what?
fun.
Hang on. I have an idea for this. Let me pull up the actual stats for defense for these
God.
3 Pokemon, and we're going to rank them as such.
No, because we had talked about like the difference between speed and like real life quickness. Because like using Vikavolt as an example, like speed does not denote how fast that thing actually is, just what its response time is.
Yeah, I was more going for the defense stat.
I
on
just
these
don't
guys.
know.
Yeah, speed
if
is how
we
you
are
would respond to
taking
a
defense
glaucoma
into-
test more than anything.
So because we're not
What?
because we're not using like because we're doing physical attacks, not special attacks. Ducklet has a 50 defense. Okay. Now Cottonee has a 60 defense. Okay, Cottonee, good shit. And then Swadloon has 90. So, however, I think the actual evasiveness of Cottonee, I still think should
make it
sit it
harder.
above Swadloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, like we said, Tyler's dead on impact with Cottonee anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
All right.
survive.
So
that.
we're down a
Above
guy.
Ducklet. Above Ducklet, under Cottonee.
I'm gonna be honest. Let's slide Cottonee above Popplio. Honestly, we're down a guy. With Tyler, it dies instantly.
All right, that's fair.
Popplio would be more fun to kill than a Cottonee too, probably. So
Yeah.
That's an alarming thing we want to unpack now. What's next?
All right, number 9. Dewott.
Dewott.
We're gonna have a hard time.
We're gonna have a hard time.
We might lose. He's like a shonen anime protagonist.
He's slippery. He's an otter.
Yeah.
He is always wet and
he has a literal sword, doesn't he?
Yeah, 2 of them actually. Yeah.
sword or
the razor shells, like a little like water blade comes out of them.
okay. I thought the shells themselves were just sharp. Oh,
Let me actually,
shows you how much I paid attention to Gen 5. My bad.
I think he might kill us.
Here, okay, real quick. Dewott, 2'7", 54 pounds.
Yeah.
54.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, big.
But he's
otter,
like a ninja.
very
He's
large
probably pretty quick.
It does have a very strict training regiment, apparently, according to these.
Okay.
Oh, and then it's scowl chop techniques, which is its, technique with its little scouts. It says it differs from one Dewott to another. It never neglects maintaining its scowl chops. So it like learns different forms and is prepared to adapt. Like, I really feel like this thing's gonna be tough to fight.
Yeah, I don't know that we win.
I would die so quickly. Like, I wouldn't even know the fight had begun because I think this thing would like ninja assassinate me because I'm the weakest link.
I don't know about that.
My body is basically the consistency of a pinata. Like, it's not really. I'm not gonna last long.
Brother, at least you're not the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Here,
right, but that means that there's more to cut through. For me, it's like if that blade grazes my body, I am just cut to ribbons. Like,
there's more to cut through. Damn.
I posted a reference image of Ash's Dewott in the chat for you.
Yeah,
for
that is pretty crazy.
Dewott's fucking awesome. I personally I love this Pokemon. I don't want to fight it in general, just putting it out there because I love Dewott.
You know what? I would go as far as to say that Dewott is the best of the 3 forms.
Oh yeah, it's the only good one of the entire line.
I don't dislike Oshawott.
Is adorable.
No,
I don't dislike
Oshawott.
I don't like Oshawott's color scheme all that much.
I'm gonna fight you on the asphalt.
If we pulled Oshawott, I would say dead on impact. I would kill that thing without hesitation.
Wow. With Dewott, I'd say we probably get our asses kicked.
We'd probably just
our
die.
asses kicked.
Yeah.
Above Haxorus.
Yeah, definitely above Haxorus.
I'd say above. Fracture is a bit more, I feel like primal and like, just fighting to fight. Whereas Dewott has like the training and like the ability to like switch it up. So
it's not as lethal
just when
as
we think we know
Fire
what's going
Slug
on.
we can't touch.
It's true. It's true. For Fracture, it's more like his big teeth things would be the equivalent of like smacking our ankles with razor scooters. Yeah. And Dewott would be the equivalent of cutting our ankles off with blades.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh God, I got a little shiver when you said that. I don't know. I just don't know what it was about the way you said it, or what, but I was like, huh.
Very bad. Very bad.
So what's
number
right.
10? Halfway through number 10. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Dead. We're not living.
Dead?
We're not living.
No.
Oh, we don't live.
If I call this thing a Gene Simmons looking cuck, he would probably get so offended that he would be distracted enough that we could pull a fast one on him and kill him.
Oh yeah, he's only 5'3". We just call him short and we win.
Oh, he's 5'3"?
Yeah, I'd be like, fucking short poser,
pounds.
go die. And then he'd get flustered and we'd kill him.
Part of the problem with Obstagoon is that he's got a little posse behind him, right? Like that's part of the issue with Obstagoon.
Not in this scenario. It's just the Pokemon.
He doesn't. Okay.
Its voice is staggering in volume. Obstagoon has a tendency to take on threatening posture and shout.
Okay, so can I.
A shout that would make any opponent flinch.
Well, I'm not any opponent.
And also, the fact it evolved after experiencing numerous fights, so this thing has been like trial by fire to this point. Yeah.
I still think that I would be able to distract it long enough for you guys to flank it. Because even if I don't go up and insult it, even if he starts screaming at like loud volumes, I would just scream back, and we would just stand there screaming at each other, and then you could run behind him and snap its neck. All three of us could make a
circle. All of us are very loud. We could make a circle and out scream it.
Maybe we could pretend to be a posse and just try to make him feel like he's left out because he does not have a posse.
Oh.
We could do like some West Side Story, like
we could bully him,
threatening snaps toward him, you know, and then just really, really freak him out.
just for the sheer strength of this thing, I would lobby for double KO.
I would. So I want to read this from its biology. All right. Obstagoon is the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move Obstruct, which is the move where it like shouts so loud that it like causes its foe to be basically just disabled. Like it's literally the fucking discombobulate. And then it like fucking Sherlock Holmes meme.
Incredible.
But then by using the move, it skillfully throws its opponent off guard before countering with its sharp claws. So it's a master of counter combat.
Okay, but I already have like horrendous hearing loss. I think I'd be unaffected.
I don't.
That's
my tinnitus would cancel it out.
That's a great argument. Actually, I can't argue with that. That's how tinnitus works, Nico. I don't know if you're aware.
Yeah, you're right. I was really held up on the discombobulate argument, and I was like, but the differential in pressure when you actually get your head hit, he's just screaming. No, your tinnitus cancels it out.
I'm confident I could scream louder than an Obstagoon.
I just love, in my head, I'm just like imagining like the two of you walking out to each other and you're like, ah, and he's just like, ah, and he's just fucking, ah, like, he just get fucking knocked over. He just comes up, just stabbing the shit out of you. Like, actually, no, double KO this bitch. We just both knock each other out because of Tyler's screams.
Yeah.
Above Beautifly.
Okay.
Bottom.
Below Poiple.
Bottom?
No,
under
not bottom.
Oinkologne?
Not bottom. I'd say below Poiple.
Yeah, that's that. No, yeah, between
Poiple's
the purple guy and the
fucking
pig.
alien dog.
Yeah, well, we'll leave that there. I find that questionable, but we'll leave it there.
Because Purpley Thorny Dragon has acid glue, and I don't want to fuck with that. So
Purpley Thorny
Nico,
Dragon.
question this.
We're on 11 now, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nidoran.
Nidoran, kill it.
Dead.
Interesting.
It hurts us a lot, but dead.
I want to know its poisonous.
It'd be like stepping on a Lego, but a Lego that would die.
I want to know its poisonous capabilities.
Lego that would die.
1'8", 19, almost 20 pounds.
What if a Lego could feel pain?
We'll find out when we step on a Nidoran.
Did you say it's 1'8"?
Yes.
So much of that is its
angry,
ears.
it extends its toxic spikes and charges, stabbing with its horns to inject poison.
It can extend
Nidoran will be
those?
brave and will risk its own life.
So will I. This is another scenario where I will die, but you guys will win the victory.
It's apparently very good at sensing danger, so it's like it's very good at like we wouldn't sneak up on it.
So here's the thing.
Think,
what could it do if it charged Tyler and Tyler went down with it on his chest, holding it tight while we curb stomped it?
Well, Tyler would die.
Yeah,
yes,
that was already a given.
Point.
I mean,
that's
one of us has to die in this scenario.
At least half of this list is Tyler dying because he tried to eat it anyways.
Well, then
honestly,
it a double KO?
If it's anything, even the ones I would absolutely end this. There's still a risk I could die.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I think we end this motherfucker.
I'm kind of considering it in the same like place in my brain as Wattrel right now, where like I think we could probably kill it pretty easily. However, there's like the mystery factor. With that one, it was electric bones. With this one, it's just straight up secreting poison.
Yeah, but it's poison. Like, it's not gonna kill us right off the bat. We'll knock that thing out before it knocks us out.
What if I removed my clothing and wrapped it in a ball of my clothing, and then just kind of choked the life out of it just
What
like
if I took
smothered
my
it. The
clothes
poison
off?
wouldn't get to me because it'd be wrapped in my pants, and then it just wouldn't be able to breathe because I'm just fucking crushing his windpipe.
This is specifically your pants.
And shirt. Like, I'd use all the fabrics I can. I don't know how much his poison's gonna penetrate. But yeah,
I'm putting it in consumed.
Consumed?
No.
I'm joking.
Top of we would end this loser.
Top of we would end
Yes.
this loser?
I think so. Specifically for the aspect of poison.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would hurt like Krabby. It could damage us later because of the poison, but we would still.
It would hurt my pride more than anything because I would have to be naked in order to kill it.
No, this is just all a ruse for Tyler to get naked in front of a little baby Nidoran.
No,
I don't like that. Number 12, Yamask Galar.
This is gonna be interesting.
I
It is.
think I could fit it in my mouth,
Don't eat the ghost.
but it's a little fruity pebble.
It's a ghost.
Yeah, but it's like tied to the little.
You're
rock.
gonna eat the rock.
3 pounds, 1'8".
Yeah.
And all those 3 pounds are in the stone. You're gonna eat a 3 pound rock?
If it means winning the fight, I'll do what I have to.
I don't physically think
how
you
else
could.
How else would we attack this thing? That's right. You don't know. I'd have to eat it. Or is it like, can the ghost merge with something other than the rock? Because if I could convince it to merge with me, then you guys could beat me up because I'd be weaker than a rock.
Stop making yourself a martyr.
Specifically,
I'm just being a team player.
the Galarian version of Yamask is the lore of it is that a clay slab with cursed engravings took possession of a Yamask. The slab is said to be absorbing the Yamask's dark power, and that it's like drawn from a vengeful spirit. So like this thing wants to fight. That's, I think, the biggest thing I'm taking away from doing some research.
But
Like,
it's
it wants
also
to duel.
not the Yamask that wants to fight. It's the slab making it want to fight. So if we break that little piece of clay, and we need to be clear, it's not a stone. It is a piece of clay. And clay is a little bit more malleable, a little bit less, a little bit more fragile.
Then
It's also
here's
not
what we
very
do.
fast either, so we could really get to it, I think.
We surround it. We spit on it a lot. Like saliva bukkake all over the clay to really moisten it up. And then it's malleable, and then we can break it and smoosh it and win.
I'm on board for the idea, not for the description.
No. I'm on board for 100% of it. Somebody clip Tyler saying we need to saliva bukkake the Yamask, please.
Yeah. Yamask soggy waffle.
Oh God. What's next?
I don't know where we have to rank it still.
We have to put it somewhere.
At the bottom, near the bottom.
Of what?
The end. We're killing this thing. We're fucking them up.
Okay.
My
because
saliva
it's like you
strategy is immaculate, and it works, and we'll kill it.
I was ready to let it slide up the rankings until the conversation about it being tied to the clay, of which we could, I feel like, break altogether, as it's not very fast, and it's a tiny little piece of clay.
Yeah.
Thus, we will free the spirit, and we'll be doing a good thing. We're heroes with our saliva bukkake.
Yeah, exactly. They'll make statues and paintings, and minstrels will sing songs about our saliva bukkake.
Yeah.
Can our next fan art please be us?
I don't want this.
What the fuck?
I'm putting it.
It all hit me all at once. This like the minstrel singing of our spinning.
Someone crafts like a golden fountain statue where the water shoots out of our mouths onto the Yamask.
And it's the Yamask like below Cottonee.
Below Cottonee. Okay.
Below Cottonee.
Honestly, I think we could use the same strategy to kill Cottonee too, now that I think about it. Moisten up that cotton.
That's fair.
It does get heavy.
Yeah.
It does.
I'll put, you know what?
Moisture.
I'll put it above Cottonee just for the vitriol that it has.
No. Well, I was gonna say I put it below Cottonee because it's not as agile as Cottonee is.
No, but it is a scary,
it's
angry ghost. So
it's angry, and Cottonee is just there, man.
I agree.
I guess that's fair.
I say put it above Krabby.
I wouldn't.
I don't know about that.
Because I would say that nothing in this tier actively is like angry. They all look like pretty happy, chill things that we just happen to have to kill.
I did
the
want
mask
to
is
consider
like searching out.
Yeah. I was going to consider putting it above Pansage anyways, because Pansage is like naturally so docile, and this is absolutely not that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I can see that. I can get behind this, kind of. It is still a monkey that could just go into fight or flight.
But he's a happy monkey with
I'll leave it where
broccoli
it
that I would
was.
eat.
I'll leave it where it was.
It's broccoli. Yeah, let's keep moving.
All right. What are we at?
We're at 13.
13? Okay. Spidops.
Death?
Celery spider. I'm eating it.
Oh, that's a plot twist. I can't eat it because it's a spider. I would actually, I wouldn't survive this. My arachnophobia, I would be paralyzed in fear from the moment that I saw it.
It's barely a spider, big
it's
man.
enough of a spider that it would still, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't be participating in this fight. I would be cowering on the floor in a ball in the fetal position.
I think we lose. For context, 3'3", 36 pounds. That doesn't seem crazy. Like, not too crazy. However, Spidops covers its territory in tough, sticky threads to set up traps for intruders. It clings to branches and ceilings, using its threads to move without a sound. It takes out its prey before the prey even notices it. Now, if we're considering no prep time,
it would not have had time to set up those traps.
However, it's like fast, agile movement where like we can't even really detect it as it's moving if we like lose sight of it. You know, like it's fast, it doesn't make a sound. It does just constantly have sticky thing like web to keep us from having like the upper hand of movement. So, I think like we put it in we probably get our butts kicked here. At the end of the day, it is still a bug, so I feel like maybe we could beat it because Nico on a
I'm still
going to
take a chomp out of its leg.
Yeah, like Nico's going to eat it, and that plot twist alone.
I feel like it's probably denser than that. You might not be able to actually bite through it, but more power to you.
I'll punch its limb enough to crack the outer shell, and then I'll take a bite out of it. I want to know if it tastes like celery or not.
Take above fracture.
I would also say above fracture.
But below Dewott. Dewott has like the trained fighting styles, whereas Spidops just has like a utility, you know?
Specifically in respect for Tyler's arachnophobia, I'll put it above fracture.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Unlucky 13. Here we are with number 14. Noctowl.
I don't know. This is an interesting one.
Owls are kind of a little terrifying.
A little bit. He is still just a bird.
This thing can hypnotize us.
It can try.
It's a 5'3" bird.
It's 5 foot.
That's even bigger than I realized. Bigger target though.
And 90 pounds.
God help us the wingspan on that.
I think we would be able to throw a lot of rocks at it. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big target.
It has the ability to turn its head 180 degrees, which does, like we're not flanking.
Okay, I mean, so do I. That's not that impressive.
That puts it at a disadvantage. Its extremely soft feathers make no sound in flight. It silently sneaks up on its prey without being detected. Again, if we're talking about prep time, that doesn't super matter, but still, like the idea that if it does quickly get out of eyesight, we wouldn't be able to hear it coming.
Yeah.
It has great intellectual power. So I do think that it's smart, quick, and quiet. And that alone.
Wait. I know how we beat it. Because it's smart and it's a strategist, right? It's anticipating what we're going to do. It's formulating what's going to happen using that big old brain. But it would never, ever see the spit take Bukkake coming. So it would be really taken off guard, and then we could assault it afterwards.
Double KO.
I just read this. I didn't know it could do this. If it flips its head upside down, it's a sign that it is engaged in very complex thinking.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
He locks in.
He just locks the fuck in. We just start spitting on it, and you just see his head slowly turn to like go upside down. It's like, oh, fuck.
It watches all three of us go, and it goes, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I think we could beat it.
I don't know.
I think we could beat it, but I don't know if we would finish the fight.
We outsmart it by out-stupiding it.
I do think that we're like, it feels like pretty even footing.
Yeah.
I'd like maybe bottom of double KO personally.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this, I suppose.
It's just big. Like, that's a big bird.
Yeah, I just don't know how it would harm us, is the thing.
I mean, it's fast.
And don't say, like, it can learn Pokemon moves.
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about how fast it is.
And
it's 5'3". It is 5'3" with a wingspan that is either as large or longer than 5'3". All it's got to do is move fast enough and hit us with one of those wings in the back of the head, and we're out.
But there's 3 of us, and we are all longer than 5'3". So we could just make a little wall, Red Rover, get fucked, you dumb boner, and then he's dead. You know, like we just wait for him, and then he runs into us, and we're just a wall of white meat, and then he just can't deal.
I think bottom of double KO. I think
okay.
Yeah, you know what? Tyler called him a boner. Probably knock him down. We can only probably knock this thing out. Actually.
All right. Is he top or bottom? Is he top or below?
Well, he can't burn us, so I would still put it below Larvesta.
All right.
It's just so funny that we have a conversation like probably double KO, and the moment it has to slide out, it's like, well, obviously it's below Larvesta. Then fucking move Larvesta up. Like, it's just always like, well, we'd die.
But we wouldn't die from Larvesta. We would just be
die.
very, 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 like...
One or two of us might die from Larvesta.
I would die in most of these fights.
Tyler would try to bite the horns, and that's where the fire
those look like
kept.
Peppers, and I don't like peppers,
They
so
do
he'd
like
be fine.
I feel like we lose to Larvesta, but it's fine. We keep going.
You weren't part of that conversation. Number 15.
You're right.
I'm right. 15, right?
Yeah, 15.
We're winding
Arboliva!
I think we lose.
Could we befriend it?
No.
No?
Okay, well then I'll eat it.
Okay, hang on.
I don't like olives, but I'll do it because it's food.
4'7".
4'7".
106 pound.
Okay, 4'7" is shorter than I thought.
Oh, never mind. Literally the description of it is, this calm Pokemon is very compassionate. It will share its delicious, nutrient-rich oil with weakened Pokemon.
I think friend, genuinely.
I think it'd be very easy to befriend this.
And truly, as much as we, like, Kyle, how do you feel about olives?
I hate olives.
Wow, all right. That is a shocking day where I am the only one that has any sort of moderately positive outlook on. I like black olives in specific circumstances, and on the right sandwich, I could see it.
All right, so we have a decision to make. Yeah, because olives are gross. The Pokemon Scarlet definition is what I read, with it's a calm Pokemon, very compassionate. The Violet definition, however, this Pokemon drives back enemies by launching its rich aromatic oil at them with enough force to smash a boulder.
Oh.
That oil would fucking decimate us.
Okay, so this is either going in friendship or we wouldn't survive.
I shiny hunted it. I would argue friendship.
I say friendship. I think
we bring, when it sees the sandwich energy we bring to the party, I think it would want to be on that sandwich.
I think it would take a little convincing, but not as much as Gogoat would.
I think it would blast me to death with the oil, and you two could befriend it afterwards.
Yeah. So thusly it's in the middle of friendship.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could use my bones as an olive branch.
I'm happy mainly because I really like Arboliva. So
yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's like one of my favorites from the new region. But
here we go. Number 16 boys. Magmortar. We're dead.
We're dead. Whoa!
I might not even look anything up about this. I think we're just
We don't really need to look anything up about
Now,
this. This
well,
is an
no,
angry fire
we have to
duck.
see.
He
We
has
have to.
fire cannons for arms, guys.
Where in it are we putting Magmortar though? Like let's take a look at the top tier. Where in it?
Let me
So
grab
first of all,
him. Let me grab him from
5'3",
Gen 4 real
150
quick.
pounds. So
There
it's
he is.
big and also
5'3", how many pounds?
5'3", 150 pounds.
That's
I
a
would
lot
say-
lighter than I thought.
I would say probably above Beldum. Because he would like
Yeah.
eviscerate us.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause not
quickly.
only could
He'd
we
shoot like
not
a Kamehameha
damage him-
fire out at us.
Yeah, not only could we not damage him because we would melt on contact, I imagine, but we wouldn't even get that close.
Yeah, no. We would, yeah. I say he goes there. I think it's a good spot for him.
Just for shits and giggles. Just gonna read this real quick. It blasts fireballs of over 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit out of its arms. Its breath also sears and sizzles. This bitch is cooking us up like a nice fucking
It's actually
sirloin.
significantly less heat than Larvesta, but
True.
I
It is.
trust that it would hit us a lot
And
easier than
Magcargo.
Larvesta.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
this
it's
thing
got a
can
lot more
fucking
mobility.
fight.
I think Larvesta is lying on its resume. I don't think it actually burns that hot.
Yeah,
either,
I don't believe
so.
it. I don't believe it. All right.
Oh,
On to number 17. Diancie.
I'd eat her.
Okay,
Brother.
well, so your teeth are gone.
No,
It's
no.
not rock candy.
You
it's
lick
just
it
rock.
until
It's
it
a
withers
rock.
away, until
It
it
is
erodes.
hitting you while you lick.
It's small.
So wait, question.
Who cares?
Question.
Yeah.
Is it just regular Diancie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if we're like taking into account Mega or not.
It would have generated Mega.
Yeah,
as a
Oh,
save.
okay.
it takes all forms
Makes
into
sense.
account. So
Yeah.
it would have
So
given
2'4", 20 pounds. So it's it's
yeah,
not
we could
that.
we could stomp on it.
I think you think you're strong enough to stomp on crystals and rocks and damage that?
Depends on the kind of crystal it is.
I
If
guess
you
that's
think you
true.
can lick it to death, then I
Yeah.
can probably stomp hard enough to at least crack it.
But it'll take a while, but I'll get there eventually.
There are
Like,
3 of us.
Yeah, someone just has to talk to it and distract it, and the other 2 of us will have to lick it. It'll have to be a long conversation.
I love the
Be distracted.
shade of your crystals today. How did you do that? Tyler's over there just going.
Just fully like deep throating her fucking crystal pigtail.
Like it goes to look at its left while you're like 3 inches deep on it, and we distract it to the right. Anyway,
I have a very interesting entry to read you about this. So the first part of it is a sudden transformation of Carbink. Its pink, glimmering body is said to be the loveliest sight in the whole world. It can instantly create many diamonds by compressing the carbon in the air between its hands. That is unbelievable power. That's
It is.
It's, like I read that and I became so befuddled. In fact, if you the viewer backs up just like maybe a minute, you'll see the moment I read it and go, "Oh." Like on my face.
I no longer want to attempt to lick it. I don't want my head to get super compressed and
it will
blown up in a diamond.
It will detect you licking and then just go, and you will just be gone.
Yeah. I'll be
It's just in a fucking.
It'll create like
you're
a
just
black
obliterated.
hole. Like all of my mass will be condensed down into like a fine point, and then the universe would suck itself in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Factual.
I think we might just have to say we wouldn't survive if it's that strong.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The fact that is in his Pokedex entry alone makes me think we should put it at the bottom of we wouldn't survive, because generally it seems like
we could
it's
still
not.
hit it. It would take its time to get to us.
Like we can't hit Magcargo.
No,
we can't
touch
we can't-
Magcargo, we're dead.
Everything above, like Magcargo and above, is not gonna let us hit it. Diancie, though, we'll get a hit in before it looks at us with its beautiful whatever and goes, and then we're gone.
To be fair, I think we could hit Houndoom. It would just kill us violently.
Well,
It hits us with the TikTok Jamiroquai slide, just the.
I hate that a lot.
Somebody please edit that video, but with Diancie going.
Wow.
Dude, Carbon fucking leveled up. That's crazy.
It saw what I did to Cottonee and said, I can do that.
Wow,
Holy
what an
shit.
unsuspected contender.
Yeah.
Anyways,
17 is that where we're at?
I think we're on 18 now.
this will be
18?
18th, right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Unless I forgot to cross off 18 before.
Apparently,
three more.
I can't keep track past 17.
Yeah,
I've been crossing. I have all the numbers written out, and I've been crossing them off as we've gone to them. But I don't remember if I did it last time. So hopefully this is 18.
Yeah,
and it's
so we'll see.
Wooper.
This is
We've got a Paldean Wooper.
I know I can't throw friendship out
Yeah.
for everything because that defeats the purpose of the game. But I would want to befriend this so badly.
Listen, I would give it to you if it was regular Wooper. Regular, like standard Wooper is a little buddy. Paldean Wooper is a skull and crossbones.
Yeah, which means he's just my brand Wooper.
Shit, you're right.
He's like Wooper if he went into a hot topic, and I love that for him. Because I'm a Wooper that went into a hot topic.
it coats. We'll talk about that later. It coats it coats its body with a poisonous film that keeps it from drying out. Also, it just has a poisonous film on it.
Yeah.
However, these adaptations resulted in Paldean Wooper having heavy bodies and being only able to move really slowly. To defend itself, Paldean Wooper can use its gills to unleash a powerful poisonous liquid. Then it also says they depend on working together in groups.
Okay. Right, but I don't think we could damage it if it's covered in poison. Even if it's slow, I don't know how we would harm it.
Well, then we just,
Well, but we've talked
sacrifice
about this
one
with
of us
like
again.
Nidoran is covered in poison spikes. Like we'd still beat
Yeah.
that. We
Right,
wouldn't-
okay. Same strat then. I take off all of my clothes. I wrap the Wooper in my clothes, and then I snuff the life out of him. I'll feel bad about it, though, because I really like that guy.
Understandably.
Also, 1'4", 24 pounds.
Like me.
Sizable little guy.
Weirdly, I would say below Krabby.
Really?
Just because, like, if we take Tyler's strat and we wrap him in the clothes, we're not even going to feel it when we're hitting him.
It's true.
Krabby, pinchy. It hurt. Owie.
Yeah, but like, and then also to defend you even more, with Nidoran, like it could spear the horn through the clothes and actually take somebody. Whereas, with Wooper, it's friend shaped. It's not going to pierce the thing. It's just going to go.
And it also can shoot the poison out.
But I mean, if you're covering it already.
Yeah, if we wrap it in enough layers
just
of clothes,
hurry the fuck
we're
up
good,
and
man.
club it to death. Yeah.
Also, I think like it's it's light and squishy, so even if I don't manage to choke it out, I think if we like
if we wrap
the
it in
clothing ball
enough,
with the Wooper in it up and someone spikes him down, like we could probably pop him.
Realistically, Tyler dives onto it with his clothes while he's naked.
Yeah.
Covers it up just long enough for me to dead space curb stomp this thing like it's a fucking mutated alien on Dead Space.
I was even going to say, like, if we wrap it up well enough, we take another one of our shirts. Like, we take this shirt, we just wrap it, and then we give it the ducklet treatment, and we just absolutely wallop this guy around.
We could also... all of us could remove all of our clothes and like wrap our hands up with our clothes to protect our hands from the poison and just beat the shit out. There's so many ways we could kill this guy. I'm confident we would be able to beat him.
True.
19, I believe.
Number 19, Whirlipede. Ooh.
That dude's a wheel.
That dude's
and
a wheel.
Poison.
That dude's an armored wheel.
We're gonna need to learn. Today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't win, but where from double KO to we're dying does this guy go?
Do you think if I remove my clothes, I could use them as sort of like a matador, like...
Yeah, all three of us get fully naked and try to goad it into coming for us.
It also I don't know how much this matters, can have the ability Speed Boost. So that's scary. And Poison Points. So there's like the poisonous aspect of it. 3'11", 129 pounds.
That's pretty dense.
Protected by a hard shell, it
it's
spins
almost
its body
4
like a
feet
wheel.
tall.
Well, probably when it's like unfurled, I would imagine. Or is it
doesn't
as ball
It
form?
doesn't unfurl.
Oh, well then that
Whirlipede is a
terrifying.
ball.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's just a fucking speeding ball of poison and death. Protected by a hard shell, it spins its body like a wheel and crashes furiously into its enemies. It is usually motionless, but when attacked, it rotates at high speed and then crashes into its opponents, stabbing them with poisonous spikes.
I think we're dead.
I just think we're
hate
dead.
to say it. I think we're gonna die.
It's probably the bottom of We Wouldn't Survive.
Yeah, it's not
Specifically,
going to
again,
delete
because
us like Diancie will.
Yeah, it's gonna kill us, but we aren't deleted.
It's
I think is
going
where
to
we
like
land on this.
it's gonna like gore us. It's gonna like hit us in the stomach and then like go at like 100 miles an hour and just carve out our entire like intestinal tract.
Funny you say that. Its top speed is just over 60 miles per hour.
That's enough to do that probably.
Is it a Gen 5 or Gen
Gen 5, yes. Gen 5.
Gen 5?
That's
what I thought. I didn't see him first.
You're just bad with your eyes to the left.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. There you go.
Oh man, it's blind. That's why he needs glasses.
Or finding a handful of Pokemon that I really like. I really like Whirlipede.
Yeah. Whirlipede is... I love all of that Pokemon.
I feel nothing toward him. I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Was
What's
that
next?
19? Are we on 20?
I was on 19. This should be the last one.
Oh my god.
I'll put in a
Final
funny editor
finale.
bit if
Tier
we
list.
fucked up the math, but this should be 20.
I don't think we did. Generate!
Oh.
I mean...
So, funny story. I have a perfect method of being able to kill this thing.
Okay.
I'm going to take off all my clothes.
Oh!
I'm going to wrap it up in a ball, and then I'm going to choke the life out of it. While you
is a
guys
lame
spit on it
last
from
one.
either
Okay,
side.
That's...
Keep it sedated.
Just below male Nidoran, because in the Pokedex entry, it's that the male Nidoran would risk its life to protect the other one.
Oh,
so like it's
I thought
more.
it was just because you're a misogynist and you were
Are
like,
you saying
well,
no,
it's
it
women
needs
legit-
protecting?
That's what I read it. I fucking read
Cancel
it. That's what the Pokedex
Kyle.
says. It's surprise. Mitch is coming back and I'm gone. Whoa! No, it's according to Pokedex entry, like the other one's like ready to fucking fight till the death,
Okay.
and then this one's not so much. So
Okay.
I think we should do one more. I think that's pretty lame.
Yeah. I
All
think
right,
one
we
that's
can
the
do
exact
one more.
same.
we'll get a bonus because that was the same.
It's just the exact same as what we did
Same as
before.
what we did
Fair.
before. So bonus 21,
Bonus
just like the last
21.
video, just not because I couldn't count this time. Oh,
I'm going to eat it because he's going to be magically delicious like Lucky Charms.
And
And you can't stop me from eating it.
we lose. I think
I'd win. I'd have a delicious time.
5
Tyler
foot
is
7.
vaporized. 5'7".
5'7".
That's a big turtle.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. So this is specifically terrestrial form?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. 1 foot.
Okay.
If it was stellar form, which I don't
Yeah.
even know what that looks like off the top of my head,
Well, no,
it
I'm
is
curious.
5'7", 170 pounds.
Oh.
But terrestrial form is 1 foot, 35 pounds.
Stellar form is...
right. It's
Okay,
it's like
stellar
the
form
half
is
Earth
its-
thing.
Yeah, stellar
Yeah.
form
That's what
is
that
its...
looks like? That sucks.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Yeah.
that before in my life. That's awful.
It's the one from the drawings in the book that they have. Like it's like looks like half a planet. Yeah, it's actually right there on the left. It actually compares what you're looking at to that. Yeah, that's like the book where like it becomes like one with the Earth and all the types and like yeah. Now, hang on. There's a lot of text about this guy. Oh God. Oh, there's so much. Oh my God. Oh, so much. Oh my God, I have to read a fucking.
Yeah, I bet there is.
It's so much.
So he's a foot tall. Well, a foot a foot tall, or are we? Yeah, we'll say.
Well,
tall,
if he's a
not
foot
long.
tall, then we could kick him.
Okay.
After I
Upon
eat
sensing
him.
danger, it prepares itself for battle by creating a sturdy shell of crystallized terrestrial energy. The shell is made of crystallized terrestrial energy. When struck by a move, this shell absorbs the move's energy.
But it can't absorb my tongue licking it to death.
Brother.
I mean,
Brother.
I'm just saying.
So interesting fact here. Terapagos enters this form when it goes into battle. So this is like battle ready Terapagos. Like if this was the just regular form of Terapagos, we're gonna win because it's just, you know, like defenseless. This is battle form. Its shell holds the power of every Pokemon type, allowing it to distort type matchups and render all damage dealing moves as ineffective.
That's the loophole though. Eating it is not a damage dealing move.
Brother. That's bite.
No, because I'm not doing it with intent to harm. I'm doing it with intent to enjoy the delicious flavors. Chainsaw Man spoilers, it works. That's all I'm saying. I will give you no further context than that, but Chainsaw Man spoilers,
shit out
it works.
of me.
Can you bring up the tier list real quick?
Yeah.
I wanna.
Let me grab him from the bottom real fast.
This is an enigma again, where it's like whatever we point towards this, it's going to have an answer. You know, like it's going to be prepared to negate it.
Unless we eat it. So I say put it in consumed. It's the only way.
I don't think we can let you consume this.
I don't think
stop
it will.
me.
I don't think it will let you consume it. I think it will simply reject you as it is battle ready. Like if this was like little turtle Terapagos, like you're souffling that guy up. But like
I would need the other one.
But that one's even more like a turtle. Like,
this one's made of Lucky Charms. That's why
this
I want
one
to eat
has
it.
hair all over it.
So God.
It's Flavor Wisps.
I think its potential to counter makes me think double KO.
Because Tyler would eat it, but we couldn't do anything, so it would take us out in the meantime.
Yeah, and then Tyler would be full.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
And everyone knows when I'm full, I'm basically dead. That's pretty much the equivalent.
He just dies.
It's like
I'm gonna punt for top of double KO just because of
legendary status.
Yeah.
I guess I can see that.
Also, again, just because it has the ability to adapt effortlessly.
Yeah.
Like with like Beautifly, it's like the thing has the proboscis that can like, you know, like spear us.
Yeah.
But like it's really only gonna do that to one of us, right? With Terapagos, there's a world where it like is just able to counter us in a way that we can't fathom, even if we all went at it at once.
But what if we hit it
while Tyler eats?
With the unpredictable, uncounterable tactic of the spit take
It won't know what to do.
I don't know if it would have an answer for that specifically.
I won't know what to do either. It's top of double KO.
Yeah, I think perhaps top of double KO.
God.
I feel like we're underrating the potential of Terapagos a tad. However, I am simply left.
It's too late in the night, and I cannot fight Tyler eating this thing any longer.
Yay!
I'm really proud we didn't put anything more in the consumed tier this time.
I fucking tried.
I'm surprised.
You did.
There just really wasn't anything super consumable.
No,
in this one, you know?
there really wasn't.
You only need to expand your horizons for what you think is possible to be ingested.
Stop expanding.
I'm the one who said Omastar should be consumable.
That was just off base.
I wanted to agree with you.
That was just off base. That's the craziest comeback
You're
ever.
eating the turtle!